All right. Good morning. I got something to say. All right. So, just my thought today. Uh, Black people thought that people were gonna save them out of the condition. Man, this thing go back so far. We always have the same habits. Like we thought Malcolm and was gonna save us, and God said, nope, took him out. Right? We thought Abraham Lincoln was going to save us with the Emancipation Proclamation. God said, nope, took him out. All right. We thought that Martin Luther King was going to save us. God said, nope, took him out. Hey, check this out. We thought Yahushua, they say Jesus Christ, was going to save us. Well, he did. But look how he did it. All right. Okay. All right. There is no Savior but Abba, the Father. Okay? So, when it comes to Yahushua or Jesus, it's like, okay, he shall save his people. So call him Emmanuel, God among you. He will save his people. But how did he do it? Look at his method. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because guess what? Just in case you get it wrong, God took him out too. It's like, don't get it twisted, man. All right, but he raised him back up because look at his method. Look how he did it. It's like he didn't do it of himself, because when he was on that cross, he said, "What? Eli, Eli, sema labachthani," meaning, my God, why have you forsaken me? Okay, so he was calling out to Abba when he was on the cross. So he was calling out to the Most High. He was calling out to Abba. He was calling out to the Father. So even he was saved by the Father. Right. Okay. And just in case that ain't a strong enough example, during his lifetime, what did he say? He said, my Father, Abba, is greater than me. He was the Son of Man, and no man shall save you. All right. So how did he do it? He said, well, I do nothing of myself, but everything which my Father has shown me, I do that. I was sent by the Father. Okay, so who was really your Savior? Abba, Yahuwah, the Father, right? And Son of Man, it's his Son and his servant. Okay, so that's how he did it. Not of himself, but by the Father. That's how he did it. All right. So he was able because of the Father. That's the example. And that's why the Abba, the Father, said, this is my Son in whom I'm well pleased. All right? And so people get this thing like totally twisted up. All right? He said, I and my Father one. They on one accord. Okay? They one in spirit. Okay? They one in many ways. Like oneness is oneness. All right? But the Son testified of the Father. The Father testified of the Son. The Son said, my Father is greater than me. Okay? And I don't do anything of myself. I do what the Father has shown me and sent me to do. The Father testified of the Son. Like people heard it. And he was like, this is my Son whom I'm well pleased. But yet still people get it twisted and don't know the difference between the two. I mean, the two are one. So, he is the express image of the Father. But that should be, you should be able to grasp that. But, if the Spirit don't show it to you, then you're not going to see it. But, yeah, there is no Savior. There's no Savior except for Yahuwah, the Father, Abba. He tells you that. He tells you that in the Old Testament. And then he don't change. You know what I'm saying? Like once he say it, what it's going to be, what it is, that's what it is. So it ain't no Savior except for Yahuwah. And I just showed you how even the Son of Man, the Son of God, was saved by the Father. Because who raised him up? Okay. It was the Father, right? And so he was able to do his work of salvation through the Father. If you look at his name, Yahushua, it means Yah saves. So his name, his life, his example, all of that points to who the Savior really is, which is the Father. All right. So, what is that going to tell you? Like, you know, that should tell you when we're looking at the situation that we're currently in. We're being slaughtered in America. Black men being slaughtered. Black women also being slaughtered in America. And people want to know what the answer is. Well, the answer is the same now as it was back then. There's only one Savior. Okay? And it ain't this wood statue, these wood or these statues, or this image that's called Jesus, that's not really Jesus, that don't look nothing like the description of the Son of Man. Like, none of that is salvation for you. And even if the image was accurate, I just told you, there's no Savior except for Yahuwah, He who is. All right. So you look at the prophet's names. Isaiah means Yah saves. You know what I'm saying? And so you need to find out who Yah is, and then you understand where your salvation comes from.